Hello everyone, I'm LordMidas and welcome to Battle Brothers Beasts and Exploration. The new DLC is finally out and it adds a lot of exciting new content, making it the perfect time to start a new Let's Play series. If you are completely new to the game, please go ahead and check out my quick mechanics overview video where I go through the fundamental mechanics of the game and get you up to speed and able to follow along with this playthrough. Let's go ahead and check out the new features in the DLC. It adds a variety of new beasts roaming the wilds, a new crafting system to create items from trophies, legendary locations with unique rewards to discover, many new contracts and events, a new system of armor attachments, new weapons, armor, and usable items, and more. So it basically adds a lot of new enemies that we can fight, a lot of new ways that we can fight them in, a lot of new ways to customize our mercenary company, and a lot of new cool and interesting places to explore on the world maps. All of it is just super and excellent stuff. I'm really excited to check it out, so let's go ahead and start a new campaign. I absolutely love what the developers have done with this game, and I wanted to support them as much as possible, so I went ahead and bought the supporter edition for the DLC. And that basically gives us access to a special new banner that we can use for our mercenary company here, if I can find it. Where is it? Yeah, so that's it. The Kraken banner. And the Kraken is basically a new beast that they've added with the DLC. It's one of the late game beasts. It's a very powerful beast. I think it should be the strongest monster in the game, probably. And the new banner just looks quite cool, and we're going to go ahead and use that. And we're going to name our mercenary company the Kraken Band in relation to our banner here. I'm also going to choose War as the first late game crisis that happens. If you're new to the game, just don't worry about that. We will see it when it happens. It's basically a late game, huge, challenging thing that happens in the game. We will see it when we get there. Here we can just choose the first one. The next crisis will obviously be chosen from the other two, and then they keep on repeating in a particular order. I'm also going to turn off permanent destruction so that any city which is destroyed in a late game crisis gets rebuilt when the crisis is finally over. So we're going to play this playthrough with permanent destruction turned off. For the difficulty, we're going to set it to veteran for both economic and combat difficulty. And I will also set the starting funds to medium. I hope that this will give us a balanced experience. And I'm also going to turn off the Iron Man mode because it's possible that sometimes Iron Man saves can get corrupted and then we lose all of our campaign basically, so we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to turn off Iron Man mode there. And I also want to point out that we will be naming our mercenaries in this playthrough based on your comments. So if you want a mercenary to be named in a particular way, please write down in the comments below and we will name it after you. Let's go ahead and start our campaign. And have I mentioned, I absolutely love the artwork of this game and the music, just really, really beautiful. By the way, the game has a lot of text in it, and for those of you who have already played the game, the text is probably going to get quite repetitive. So I will not go through and read all of the text. Rather, I will just read the one that comes in the first event. Just this one. And for all of the rest of the events, if you want to read it, just pause the game and read it there, because if I go ahead and read all of it, it's just going to take too much time. All right, so the last battle. It all went wrong. 2 days ago, the company was hired to track down Hoggart the Weasel and his band of raiders, but it was them who found you first. An ambush, some joke about horses, cut short by an arrow to the throat. Arrows shooting in from everywhere and nowhere. Men holler and scream, a great volume before death. As the hail subsides, you draw your weapon with the rest of your men, only to collapse to your knees. An arrow has punctured your side. You shout in pain. A harried glass sees the men charge without you to make a valiant last stand, met in force as steel clashes with steel. You meet eyes with the captain, a last nod before his throat is cut. You're left in command now of what few men remain. Trembling in pain, you lean on your sword, and with all the will you can muster, slowly rise again. To the end. So basically, we had a contract to go ahead and kill some bandits, but they ambushed us, and they pretty much killed all of our mercenary company here. And the last few men are dying, and now we're left with these 3 mercenaries on our team. We got Randolph, who is a crossbowman. Let's try to attack one of these bandit thugs with him. I will choose the one in the front. He has 59% chance to hit him. And he missed. Alright, we will reload our crossbow. And here I think I'm gonna put the guy with the axe, Gizel here, a little bit back like that, so that they can't really reach him directly. I'm gonna end his turn there and put the guy with the spear in the front and make a spear wall so that if they come forward they will get pushed back. And I think they will avoid it like they've done. But now they're right next to my... right next to Randolph now. Alright, so I'm gonna put our guy with the axe here. That gives him a morale debuff. That's also nice. I'm gonna finish his turn. With him, we're gonna shoot him right in the face. 65% chance. Nice hit. And I'm just gonna wait with the crossbowman a little bit. Move him up. And he starts to flee, which is just absolutely perfect. So with this one, I am going to attack the bandit thug. He gets pierced chest. Excellent. Reload that and end the turn. Nice block. With him, let's try to first move up a little bit and then hit him. Pierced leg muscles, cut leg muscles, excellent. And shoot a crossbow bolt here, but it hit him instead. Alright, and then we can probably finish him off. No. Then Gizel here will finish him off. Like that. That's it. Let's see what loot we've found. No loot. Alright, that's a bit unlucky. Normally we get some form of loot in this first battle, but we will take that. And that's it. So you can pause and read this text here now. So basically what it says is that we are now the captain of the mercenary company because the previous captain is dead. So be it. And now we go back to this city here, Jungholz. Let's have a look at the entire world map. So with this new DLC, they have also increased the size of the world map now. Alright, let's have a look at the city. So our contract was to kill that bandit, but they ambushed us. So now we're going back to the city to report about our contract situation. Here again, we basically talk about our contract. We get paid a little bit, and then he asks us whether we want to go ahead and kill Hoggart. That's the guy whose bandits ambushed us, and Hoggart basically escaped. And we're gonna go ahead and say yes, we have unfinished business with Hoggart, as always. And then we basically talk a little bit, and that's what we shall do. So let's go ahead and check out the city. So now our contract basically is to kill Hoggart again, and this time not get ambushed. But before we are ready to able to kill Hoggart, we have to recruit some new people for our mercenary company. So the target is to recruit at least 3 more people. We have to visit Gunholm here to the northeast and check if there are any people available for recruiting over there. And we have to buy new weapons and armor for our new men. First of all, let's have a look at our current situation. So we've got Torsten, who is a spearman currently. He has okay-ish melee skill. I mean, it's not bad, but he doesn't have a talent in it, which is a little bit unfortunate. And how is his defense situation? Also, I would say decent-ish. Resolve is okay. Fatigue is pretty good. And health is also pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do with him is to make him a spearman. to control the flanks of our mercenary company. And here what I'm doing is basically I'm going with the idea of a guide which is available on Steam. It's called Fritz's Treatise on Battle Brothers. It's made by a guy who's Fritz, and he basically describes a certain way in which you should compose your mercenary company, and I think he has a very nice idea the way he does it. So we're gonna go ahead and follow that. So the idea is we put spearmen on the flanks of our company so that they can secure the flanks and prevent us from getting surrounded. So Torsten is going to become a spearman, and we can change the name as well. So we already had an application for a name, and it was Astral. So we're gonna use Astral's name, and he wanted the nickname to be the best. We will see how good he is, but we'll go ahead with that. So Astral the Best is going to be a spearman who will protect the flanks of our sides, flanks of our formation. And to denote that, I'm going to put an S in his name, so that he's the spearman Astral the Best. Over here we've got a Giselher. He has a talent in melee skill. He has Death Wish, so he does not lose morale when he gets damaged. That's very nice. And he is determined, so he will start the combat at confident morale if he is in a good mood. So currently he is dissatisfied, so doesn't have a good mood, but if we can get his mood up, he will start at confident morale, which is absolutely perfect. Good amount of hit points. Not that good in melee defense, but he does have a talent, so we should be able to get it up to a decent level eventually. Fatigue and Resolve is also fine-ish. We will use him. And for now, we're going to name him as the other application that we had, which was Egg. And the Arsonist, if I remember. So he's gonna be our damage dealer for now. But in the beginning he has like no melee defense, so instead of giving him a woodcutter's axe, I'm gonna give him a spear also with a shield, I think. And over here we've got Randolph, who's a crossbowman for now. He has a nice talent in range skill, a nice talent in range defense, high amount of fatigue, which is pretty good, because eventually I want to make him an archer. So we're gonna rename him. I will name him against me. I'm gonna name him Midas, and here I'm gonna write A Midas to show that he's an archer eventually. And this guy is going to be a W, which represents a wrecker, the way Fritz calls it. And these are going to be two-handed swordsmen or other kind of weapon, two-handed people basically. So let's go ahead and check out in Jungholz what kind of situation we have. It's a village living off of lumber and everything the forest offers. Let's have a look at the people for hire. We've got a day tailor, a lumberjack, poacher, and a wild man. The wild man is really expensive right now, so we're not going to go ahead with that. I'm going to try with this day tailor, Eagle. Hire him. And these other people are a bit too expensive for my taste right now, so we're not going to go ahead and hire them. Let's have a look at our new recruit. Eagle, day tailor. Oh, yeah, he's pretty average, I think. So for now, he is going to just sit around and not get assigned any kind of role. We will see what kind of role we will give him eventually. Let's have a look at the marketplace. We can buy some good armor or weapons. So there's a Spitum available. This is one of the new weapons that's been added with the update. It's a two-handed spear, and I've heard that it's pretty good, especially because it gives some kind of a bonus to a hit chance. So we're gonna buy that and maybe give it to Eagle so he can stay on the back line and use it from there. And do we have a spear? Yes, we've got a militia spear and a shield. We will buy that. And I'm not gonna buy these cheap armors because I find that they're not that useful And we've got some quality wood, which is basically available for its price. Let's buy all of that wood. Maybe we can sell it in the next settlement. And I think that's it for this location. We're gonna go ahead and check out Gunholm. Maybe we can find some decent recruits over there. We just need 2 more people before we can go ahead with the contract. Here's another event that happens, and it basically tells us that we should spend some time with our people in the tavern to build up their morale and mood. You can read that if you want. We'll skip ahead. Gunholm is a stone keep securing the surrounding tundra. And here we've got an armorer, kennel, weaponsmith. Maybe we can find some cheap armor here. I'm interested in this leather lamellar armor. They're really good for the early game. Not that expensive. So 400 for one, which is, I mean, it's kind of expensive, but it's not that expensive. And it's one of the best armors in the game in terms of protection to fatigue ratio. Let's see what we have in the marketplace. Here we've got leather lamellar armor 342, and here it was on sale for 428. So we're gonna buy it from the market instead, like that, and maybe buy padded leather. Also a nice early game armor. And now hopefully I have enough money to recruit a couple of people. We have day tailor. Farmhand are normally pretty good, and he comes with a pitchfork, but he is quite expensive, so we can't afford him just yet. I'm gonna go ahead with the cheapest people available. Let's recruit Herman. And the other one down here was Ulrich. He's pretty cheap, so he may be a pretty bad character, but we will find out. Herman is survivor and greedy, so he gets extra gold, but he has a talent here. Melee skill talent, defense talent, high amount of fatigue. I think he can be a good character eventually. So we'll try to protect him, give him padded leather and wooden shield and a spear. And this guy here, who was our initial starting character, Egg the Arsonist, we're going to give him a leather lamellar armor. And how's the situation with selling the wood here? 207, so we can sell the wood. Yeah, I just figured out we can sell the wood and recover our gold here. And we can make a little bit of a profit here. Can we sell it to the armorer? Same price. Weaponsmith also the same price. We're gonna sell it here then. We have plenty of gold now, so we should be able to buy armor and weapons. Spear, I will take that. And there are some really expensive weapons which we obviously can't afford. Now buy shields. And I believe we need head armor, so we're gonna buy one of this damaged full Akiton cap. Damaged goods can be bought for much cheaper, and then we can repair them using the tools and supplies that we've got. And then let's look at our situation. He needs this cap, spear, and shield. So in the beginning, I want him to have a shield, because in the beginning his defense is just too low, and eventually when he gets really good, we can give him his two-handed weapon back. And now we need a couple of head armors and body armor. Actually, we do have a body armor already. This one here. We just need a couple of head armors. That's it. Alright, we're gonna buy this damaged cap. And this full Akiton cap for 96 is almost the same price as this one, but it's way better. So we'll buy that and give them to these people. This guy on the back can have the cheap head armor, because he will probably not get hit that much. And then we can sell these unnecessary things that we've got. I'll also give the knife to Egg the Arsonist down here. Oh, we do need a weapon for this guy. I'm gonna buy the cheap bludgeon here. And give that bludgeon to Egg, because he has a higher melee skill. And give the spear to this guy with lower melee skill so that he can actually hit something. Now we have a decent situation. We just need a head armor for our archer as well. I'm just gonna buy this cheap hat. Give that to him. Now we're all set up. I think I'm not gonna use this woodcutter's axe anytime soon. So I'm gonna sell it. Actually, to get some gold while I can. Alright. Let's go back to the city, report to him that we've got enough soldiers and weapons and armor to go against Hoggart the Weasel. We have arrived. He's happy to know that we are going to kill him. We'll return with his head. Over here. Let's go ahead and attack him. This is going to be our first real battle. We will have to kill him and then get 400 crowns for doing that. Here we can see they have a few brigand thugs and a brigand poacher. Engage. And it's raining. I think what we're gonna do is, since we've got our archer sitting at a high ground, we'll wait a bit, let them come forward, and then we will shoot the arrow to them. And that's Hoggart the Weasel. He's got a nice sword in his hand, a shield, and a nice armor. So hopefully we don't get killed by him. This is the guy with the Speeton. Let's check what Daz does. So we can do a thrust attack, and that has a plus 10% chance to hit. Or we can do a spear wall with him. So that's the good thing about Speetons, that they can also do a spear wall even though they're a two-handed whole armor weapon. Wait with him. Alright, nice shot there. Hit Astral the best. And now we're gonna go ahead with a spear wall on Herman. Spear wall also on Ulrich. Egg will simply stand there and do nothing. And Astral will also do a spear wall. Then we'll go ahead with a arrow on this brigand thug. Maybe try to kill him as soon as possible. And we miss. Then we will end our turn and basically wait for the enemy. Alright, the spear wall also missed. Very unfortunate. Ulrich is in trouble. Astral also missed with the spear wall. Now let's try with the Speeton. We have 67% chance to hit. Nice hit. Pierced leg muscles. Egg will probably have to come forward now and finish him off. Didn't finish him. Maybe Midas can finish him. Nice job. And over here, Herman, I think he should come down here. Ulrich. I think he needs to go with a spear, with a shield wall to increase his defense, because he's surrounded. And then try to hit this brigand with the bludgeon. Nice one. Pierce cheek. Astral can come forward. Also hit him. Nice job. We'll try to shoot him down. Again, miss. So archers are really bad in the beginning. They need a lot of time to level up and build their skills. Alright, let's move forward and finish him, hopefully. Nice one. And I will try to stun him Only 38% chance to hit. And I don't have an axe, so I can't break his shield either. So that did connect, but he did not get stunned, unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna try to stab him with a spear. Nice one. Ripped ear. Attack this guy here. With the spitting, I'm again going to try with the Hoggart the Weasel. No. I think we should kill this guy first because we have a higher chance of hitting him. Excellent. And with the crossbowman, just move here and try to hit him. Perfect. He's fleeing. If we can somehow kill him before his armor is destroyed, that will get us the armor. And we switch to a knife and then stab him like that. I will try. I think Herman, who has the knife? Just come over here. Surround him so that he can't run away. Egg has the knife. And we'll try to puncture. Because puncture goes through armor, doesn't damage armor. Alright, he defended it. Let's try to block him so that he can't run away. Oh, he is running. But I think we did destroy the armor, unfortunately. But we tried. I think the archer's gonna try to run away now, but I will put my... We will put Herman next to him so he can't. And Astral can come from behind and stab him. And there he goes. So this Speeton guy is doing quite some job. He did like 234 damage in that team fight. Very nice. We did get the falchion, even though we did not get the armor off of Hoggart. We got his sword, which is a very nice sword. And we got a signet ring, which we can sell to get some gold. After the battle, Hoggart lies dead in a pool of his own blood, skewered into a grotesque and panicked pose. He didn't weasel his way out of this one. He put a boot on his corpse and looked to the men. For the company, for all the men who've fallen. Midas spits on the dead man's face. Let's take this bastard's head and get back to Ljungholz. Time to get paid. And I'm also gonna take this opportunity to give Egg, instead of the bludgeon, we're gonna give him the falchion, which is a better weapon. And Midas is ready for leveling up, even though he hit almost nothing in that team fight. So we will level up his ranged skill, ranged defense, and we should level up his fatigue because I want to make him an archer eventually and he needs a lot of fatigue for that. For perks, we will choose student for now because archers really shine on the higher levels and it's good to take student on them to get them there faster. So student, if you're new to the game, student basically increases the experience gain speed. So now he gains XP faster. Midas joined your side. This is also another event. Just for the tutorial purposes, I'm going to skip that. The return to Ljungholz. We have killed Hoggart the Weasel. We get 400 crowns. And that's it. So now from here onwards, the actual game really starts. That all of that part was basically the tutorial part of the game. Whenever you start a new campaign, you go through all of that. And now we can actually go ahead and play the game the way we want. Let's check if we have a contract in Ljungholz. No contract. So let's check what could be our next destination. Erlenwall. This is also a keep. So normally these keeps and castles only have contracts from the noble house who owns that castle. And noble houses don't give you any contracts until your mercenary company is quite famous. So in the beginning we have to go through small villages, etc. or big cities like that and get contracts from them. So we're gonna have to go to Bockhorn next. It's a long way away. Hopefully you can get there before nightfall so we can also check out the market situation. But I think we're gonna get there at midnight or something. Yeah, just as I expected. There is a contract. It's a 2-skull contract, so relatively difficult but not impossible. Almar the Younger's got his feet up on this table. When you enter, he puts his hands behind his head, looking a little too relaxed for your tastes. What does he want us to do? He wants us to take a package to someone in Somerstead. How many crowns is that? 290 crowns. Let's see if he will pay us more. He will pay us 300 crowns when we ask for more, so we will accept the offer and think about it a little bit. It's to the northwest by road. Let's check out how far away it is. Somerstead is over here, and just for 290 crowns, I think it's not worth it. So we will not take that contract. Instead, we will go down here to Elkshorn and see if we can find a better contract over there. Start moving, even through the night. And with that, we are basically reaching the 30 minutes limit for this episode. Hopefully we can find a contract that we can sign up for and then start it in the next one. There's ruined stuff around it? No, yeah. So some stuff of the city is already destroyed. A gatherer's hut is still going on though. Disappearing villagers. Villagers have been disappearing from this town, putting everyone on edge. Fewer potential recruits are to be found on the streets, and people deal less favorably with strangers. So cities in this game can have such kind of, let's say, statuses affecting them, and this can really determine what kind of things happen in that city and what kind of prices do you get. We can also sell this signet ring, which we will sell at a bigger city so that we get a better price for that. And there's also a taxidermist here. So this is the new building added with this DLC, where you can take the ingredients that you get from beasts, etc., and you can ask him to make or craft new components for you using those ingredients. Let's check out the contract. And I think this should be related to the disappearing villages. So there are some animals hunting villagers. We have to kill them. And they will pay us 310 crowns for that. Let's ask if they will pay us more. They will pay us 320 crowns. We will accept this. And we will hunt down what terrorizes Elkshorn. Let's check it out. I hope it's just some wolves. During camp, as the company takes a break, you decide to address the men. Brothers, I want everyone to know the Kraken band are not just cutthroats and errand boys, but skilled fighters of the First Order. What of our deeds must spread so that merchants and noblemen are begging us to take their contracts. What do you tell the men the company will set out to do? So here we can set an ambition for our mercenary company for the long term. I think the first one is going to be we need allies. Forging a bond of friendship and trust with one of the towns will get the company better prices, more volunteers and more steady work. I think this is the one that we should go for first. Try to get to friendly relations with one of the towns. And here we have web connects, which are one of the new beasts that they've added. They're spiders, and they're the one terrorizing this village. So let's go ahead and check them out. Towards the road and not in the woods, hopefully. We're being attacked by some web connects. To arms, my brethren. There they are. The spiders. Nightmares. Alright, we have to shoot. Let's try with a shot, and it missed. And here we're gonna just sit around with the Speeton guy. Spear wall there. Spear wall. With egg, we're just gonna stand around for now and spear wall again here. And end our turn like that. Let's see how the spiders fare with our mighty spear wall. We failed. And we're losing morale. At least Astral seems to be doing something. Alright, finally he missed too. So we're gonna try shoot an arrow here. Nice hit. She has a grazed neck. And let's finish her off. Excellent. Egg can try to attack that spider. She has cut arm. And she's dead. Perfect hit. Herman? Alright, one hit. And here's got this looks like a smaller web connection. This is probably one of the babies, I think. Can Ulrich take care of that? Nearly. And here, just go forward and try to finish her off. So, she's fleeing. That's good. Herman is now webbed. Astral is webbed. Can I take a shot from here? Nice hit. Egg will probably finish her off. Nope. Can Eagle finish this one? No. Herman? Almost dead, but not quite. Let's move Ulrich forward because this guy is already fleeing, so let's kill that one. And then we can kill this one. He tried to flee away, but got killed. Excellent, we killed all the spiders and we have a couple of level ups here. And we got poisoned gland and some gossamer. So these are the new ingredients that we get from the beasts. Excellent. Let's check out at the taxidermist what we can make from these ingredients. After the battle, the mercenaries scour the field, hacking and sawing at the spider's stiff remains to take back to Randolph the councilman. Even in death, the web connects are ghastly, looking only a moment away from flinching back to life and wrapping themselves around the nearest breathing animal. Their horrifying features and surreal size does not stop some sellswords from dancing around, clicking their tongues and hissing, and all around preying upon the phobias of those less inclined to go near the damned things. This game has some excellent writing. I absolutely love it. Back to Elkshorn. Let's get paid and check out the taxidermist. So again, 320 crowns. So Elkshorn no longer has disappearing villagers. A successful hunt. And nothing can be crafted from your combination of trophies just yet. So probably we need a little bit more of the ingredients before we can make something at the taxidermist. But we shall have a look at that in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me in this beginning of our adventure in Battle Brothers. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please click thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for further content. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.